when it came to beating the Heat 3 times, I was like, man, you got to be a shitty-ass team to get beat 4 straight times. Nah. Then I watched the first 2 minutes of how the C's came out. Oh, no, I don't like that energy. Nah, that's not energy to beat you.
Bad.
That's not energy to beat you. One thing I know, Lord, when P get in there, hey, look here. He had 2 types of P's. One P where he was like, all right, come on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We just go out here and beat these niggas. I don't want to be out here all day. Boom, we get out here. When P wanted to blow somebody out, P get in the huddle and go, hey, look, let's go ahead and send a message. When we played Detroit, you was like, hey, let's go ahead and send a message to these niggas right here. We finna get there, and we was that energy like, oh, shit, we gorillas tonight.
Right.
They didn't have that. We come to check. They didn't have that gorilla.
But they don't
energy.
have nobody on there like that.
No. The C's has gorillas. I'm saying they didn't come with that gorilla energy. They didn't come with that. We here swinging on the rim. We going through you. It wasn't none of that. And when you come to beat somebody who's a threat, you got to come with real energy.
First of all, they should have put Martin on his ass
Lord.
a few times. Martin should have. I mean, is that his name?
We did
not make. He just kept going to the rack.
I'm saying
getting threes.
I'm saying that to say that the Celtics never made no adjustments to that.
I would have been like, perfect ticket. He go to the ground. I'm gonna sit him baseline, put him on his ass,
or just be aggressive with him.
Like,
they never made no adjustments.
Nah, he's supposed to fall. He's supposed to get hit.
And to beat a motherfucker 4 straight times, well, that's impossible. That's why they never been done, and that's why it's only been done like 2 or 3 times in the history. We've been in the history 75 years. Been done like 3 times because it's hard as fuck. Against good teams, man, to beat a team 2 straight times?
In the conference finals.
In the conference finals where we know each other, man, that's hard. For all you fans out there who don't know shit about this, I'm giving y'all a game. Here's free game. You sitting at game 3 and you watching the team. Lord, let me tell you how close game 3 was. Point some seconds, right? That's how they got 3 in a right. Man, to beat somebody who well coached, is motivated team, multiple players, bro. That's what I'm telling you.
It get hard right
bro,
there.
it will be hard. It's running uphill in mud. That's what it was like for the C's to play the Heat and to beat the Heat. Man, what was your take on the C's, bro? First off, shout to the C's because they had a good year, real shit. This is the process. You got to go through some pain to get through some great moments, real shit. And you know, it's back on it. You know, it's back to it.
I mean, they got to figure out, you know, obviously they disappointed, but they got to figure out, now's the question is how you get better.
How you mature.
Yeah, how you mature, how you get better. And, you know, they rostered the championship roster first off. You know, you got to figure out, sign Jaylen Brown 1, keep his second team all NBA. He's going to be a perennial all-star. So how do you get better from there? And you got to take it from top to bottom. You got to look at every point. That's what we always say. Everybody
got to get better.
From the top, from Brad Stevens to Coach Mazzulla to the players. Yeah. And so you start at the top. Brad got to have a meeting with everybody. Like, look, and that's what he told us. Remember, he always looking at how to get better. Remember, he told us that. So they got to have that meeting and say, how you get better? I think it start from the top. How can our coaching staff be better? How can our team be better? And this is right now is the evaluation period right now. And this is what they got to figure out. Yeah, it's tough. The season just ended. It's a lot going through everybody's mind. Do we sign this? Do we sign that? Do we trade this? You got to take a step back and take a deep breath and say, all right, let's wait till our emotions come down. Because, you know, at the beginning, everybody like, well, you need to do this. You need to change the coach. You need to trade this. Nah, that ain't what you do. These cats that went to the finals. They did 1 game away from the finals. You just got to take a deep breath and say, where do we get better at? And it start at the top.
You bring Mazzulla back?
Yeah, I'll bring Mazzulla back. I can't keep bringing in new voices. I'm going to add to what I got right now. You know what I'm saying? I got these chicken and waffles, but I need to add some scrambled eggs with cheese now. I need to, you know, get my lemonade. You know, I got to add to it. It's already good. You know what I'm saying? I got to add to it. It's already there. So I'm bringing Mazzulla back, but maybe I add somebody like a veteran coach or like a Sam Cassell.
Some influence.
Some influence on the bench. Respected, a champion. Been a coach. Understand what it takes.
Knows how to develop players, mature them. This when I watched the Celtics, at least in the Heat series, I saw things get exposed. I saw, you know, man, the game is pluses and minuses. And for me, what I was watching was decision making. I was watching the continuity, playing together, sharing the ball.
Yeah.
Now they have all the things that you want in a team, culture, all that. Now it's time for Boston's best players to mature. Jason Tatum, his decision making in the fourth quarter, his precision, the moves, what he's doing. I actually thought that the C's stayed on the long ball too long. I think there wasn't enough go to the basket. I think people, and when you think about basketball, P, threes open up by how you're going to the hole and your penetration to the hole.
Right.
Yeah, just throwing and kicking. That's it. They got away from that. Al Horford didn't get any easy threes or any easy points. And those guys like that need those points to keep his morale going. He's playing the best big and Bam, and B, he's playing the best center. So, but when I watched them play, man, it was maturity. I think the next steps for the C's, at least to me, observing, is maturity.
Yeah, but then
and you gotta have those influences in there. Sam Cassell has had John Wall, Bradley Beal. He's had
Embiid.
He's had Maxey. He's had Shea Alexander.
Yeah.
I'm talking from development of player now. Like, to me, these guys are top tier players, first team, second team, all NBA players. Now it's about bettering those players. Not even your bench. I'm not talking about the Rod Williams. I'm talking about Tatum and Brown. It's time for them to take the next step. It's time for them to take the next step, is my point.
I mean, that's the thing too. You could get better internally. Like, you just like Doc would tell us. Like, it ain't nothing wrong with what we doing. We gotta do it harder.
And better.
And better.
True.
Maybe they gotta just get better, continue to get better. They still young. Coach, you gotta give credit to Coach Mazzulla. He's a first-year coach. That's a difference from sitting in the second or third seat than that first seat.
I got it.
Now, you taking all the pressure. Now, you doing all the interviews. Now, you responsible for drawing out that play late or rotations when you didn't have that responsibility before. That's like saying an eighth man, somebody get hurt, now he's starting. Think about that preparation. Like, you don't prepare like an eighth man no more. Now you got to prepare like a starter. That's what I learned. Like, when I started coming off the bench, when it was like, dang, I was so used to starting. When I came off the bench in Brooklyn, I was like, this is a whole different mindset. This is a whole different preparation.
Nice.
I gotta be. It's different. It ain't like I warm up and then I sit down for like 30 minutes and then I get in the game. Before I warm up and then now we start. And so for Mazzulla, I like him, a coach. He young. I think we need more young, good minds like that. I mean, they was the number one offensive team. They weren't the defensive team this year. They were last year. And so I think you got to look at all those things. They got to get back to what made them great.
What do you add? What do you add?
Like I said, I think you got to add to the coaching staff. I think you got to add. Like you said, the players internally got to get better. I think they can use some more athleticism.
Depth.
I think they got depth, Tick.
Bro.
I think they got depth. Brogdon was hurt.
Miami's 9 beat Boston's 9. Let's keep it 100. Game 7, Miami had 9, nigga. 9. I don't even mean to go this hard. My bad.